students, how are you doing today? Outstanding. Today, we're going to talk about how to talk to someone you do not know. Talking to someone you don't know. What do we say? Well, this is not a rule. No es una regla. These are suggestions. Son sugerencias. Very well. Talk about. Things you should or could talk about. Things you could ask about. Things you could discuss. And things you should definitely, you don't talk about. When the person you have is somebody new, someone you don't know. The person you have in front of you. Talk about. The first thing I recommend is that you greet. Hi, how are you doing? How are you doing? Find common ground. Buscar cosas en común. If you're at a business event, find something common, maybe a product. If you are at a party, maybe you could talk about the music. And if you can't find common ground, well, as a last resort, como última instancia, you could always talk about the weather. But be careful, only as a last resort. The weather, the clima. These things are usually neutral. So you find neutral ground, okay? Engage the person. We all like to talk about ourselves. Engage the person. Ask. Ask about his occupation. Ask about what his job involves. Pregúntale acerca de su profesión, acerca de su trabajo. Have him or her speak about themselves. Discuss. Discuss. Also, we're looking for this, neutral. We're finding neutral topics. Okay? Maybe jobs. Talk about jobs. Talk about your hometown, where you are from. Where he is from. Ask him where he's from. Talk about education. These are neutral topics. Things you do not, definitely should not talk about are politics. No. Religion. Age. I don't really mind. I always talk about my age. But a lot of females don't like talking about their age. Marital status. I don't mind talking about marital status. A lot of people do mind. Okay? Marital status. So, these are subjects you should avoid, evitar. Do not talk about politics, religion, age, marital status. Okay? So, these are topics you should practice talking about. Practice. Practiquen hablar de estos temas. Greeting. Finding common ground at an event. When you go to an event. Cuando vas a un evento, busca temas en común. As a last resort. En última instancia, si no tienes más de qué hablar, the weather. My, what a nice day it is. My, it's so cold today. Isn't it cold today? You know, as a last resort. Occupation. Ask about. Ask about the other person. Why? Because you want to make the conversation flow. Flow. Se dice flow. To make the conversation flow. When you talk to someone you don't know, it's very difficult to make the conversation flow. This is why you should practice talking about these topics. Okay, maybe different jobs, your hometown, your education, where you went to school, where he or she went to school. And remember the no-nos. The no-nos. No politics, no religion, no age, no marital status. Okay?